You don't need to convince me that what you're going through right now is really difficult and that you are losing patience. The one thing that I notice about the people I work with who actually get results and turn their life around for the better. Hi guys, it's Gigi and welcome back to my channel. We talk all about the law of assumption, mindset, spirituality. We are the Journey fam. If you want to get in touch, my information is in the description, and let's get right into today's topic. In this video, I want this to be your reminder. You are the operant power. We all know at this point that we have to buy into the belief, this convenient assumption that we are creating our reality through our imagination, our 4D. And that's projecting into our 3D. When you look in the mirror, that's old news. You are actively creating your new version now and now and now and now and now. That is how this world operates, how this time-space continuum operates. You are allowing Source, God, to work through you to create what you want to experience through your imagination. The one thing that I notice about the people I work with who actually get results and turn their life around for the better, they're persistent and they always return to love. Everything can be distilled down to fear or love. When you're really stubborn in a good way about that vision, it has to show up. And I just want this whole idea of patience and checking to be thrown out the window. You think you need to be patient. You think that patience is a virtue. You think that there's divine timing. That's the problem. That's the crux of the issue. It's actually you are the universe. You are the timing. You are everything. You embody what you want, which it might be love. It might be abundance, an overflow of supply. You don't need the actual resource or the actual person to access those states. Then what ends up happening is it's a chain reaction that grounds that into this physical plane where you're suddenly being drawn to certain systems and goals that are leading you to get that state grounded in to where it's your new normal. Unfortunately, I have noticed in the law of assumption community in general, there is a little bit of a demonizing of the masculine structure that sometimes we need to balance out the feminine state of receiving. If there's no masculine container to hold our feminine, divine creativity side, then it's going to kind of fall through the cracks. That's my interpretation. I'm not trying to put any limits on you, but this is not something I just invented. This is something I've learned and studied deeply. It's a Hermetic principle called the law of gender. If you read the Kabbalion, it really simply explains how there is this beautiful interplay between divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And we can think of that in the way that Neville Goddard explains it, where the 4D is the feminine and the 3D is the masculine. Both are equally important. Staying true to the divine vision we have in our imagination, but then also being able to actualize that and experience that in the richness of our 3D reality. Those two things are equally important. We don't want to just have our head in the clouds all the time. We also don't want to be so focused on the 3D that we're just reacting left and right and having a miserable existence. There's this gorgeous interplay between these two aspects of life here on earth. And I just want you to ask yourself, am I too in my masculine? Am I too in my feminine? Am I too much in my 3D? Am I too much in my 4D? And just return to center. That's why I think people get so frustrated. They get so impatient because they're forgetting that big picture, that there is so much more than this tiny fraction of what we can perceive based on what we're allowing ourselves to perceive. And if we open up that awareness and that perception, we're really allowing ourselves to access so much more goodness, richness, solutions, ways to help humanity. We can't pour from an empty cup. I'm so impatient personally sometimes, and then I have to remind myself, where is this impatience coming from? It's coming from the fact that I know we have a finite number of years as humans here, and we have to make the most of them and shine our lights and help others to the best of our ability. So I understand where the impatience comes from, but just asking yourself those recentering questions and calling upon your inner reserve of wisdom and clarity going within, that will allow you to, on a daily basis, keep getting the evidence and the reassurance that you're on the right track. And if you can't find the evidence, make the evidence, because this is what divine creation, conscious manifestation is all about. And I truly believe we are all divine creators. We are all conscious manifestors by nature. We do not need to earn that title. That is our birthright. Just know this message found you for a reason, and it's no mistake. You are going to be okay. The timing will unfold because you are deciding that it's going to unfold. And it's not about waiting on the universe to deliver something in this nebulous concept of divine timing. And it's kind of funny to me when I reflect on the fact that divine timing is helpful for some people. It actually relieves pressure from them and makes them feel good. So it's really a matter of how you're perceiving things. But I notice the majority of people using the term divine timing to reinforce a victim state and feeling like they never get what they want and it takes them longer than everyone else. So we're not doing that anymore. And I want to invite you to really spend the next 7 days at least paying attention to and transmuting those thoughts as they pop up that are trying to convince you that you can't get what you want when you want it in the way that you want it for the highest good of all, that your financial situation is permanent and you're going to struggle forever, or that your relationship history is proving to you that you won't be able to find love again. Whatever it is, I want you to release the past and just remind yourself that as long as you are returning to center and holding the vision, returning to center, returning to love, returning to your vision, you're going to be led. You have to have that trust. I know Emmett Fox was the original author of that very short book, The 7-Day Mental Diet. That's kind of where I'm getting the 7-day concept from. But I invite you for 1 week, just 1 week, have that heightened awareness of really allowing yourself to address, bless, and release the internal and external triggers about timing and urgency and feeling like everything's taking forever. And just watch how that shift in energy that comes as a byproduct of that awareness actually allows things to unfold much more quickly. I love you guys. Please leave in the comments below how you're feeling and what you would like to see next from me. I have a lot of things coming up and I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.